Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I feel like doing some experimental sewing, so today I am going to see if I can sew this shit. This is vinyl liner. I got it at Dollar Tree. A whole roll of it for $1. That's quite a bit. Let's see, it must say 12 inches by 30 inches. I just happened to see this when I was walking around Dollar Tree. I picked up a lot of things for my How to Blank This Shit series. Stuff to sew, stuff to paint, stuff to weave, stuff to bead, all kinds of fun things. So before you leave, subscribe if you like to see me play with shit. I think this is going to be extremely easy to sew, but I'm thinking, how sturdy will it be? I kind of would like to make a tote bag for a child to carry their toys in. When I was looking at these, they had all different kinds of prints. I also saw this shit. Now these are wall stickers. They are sticky, but they're removable. But I thought this jungle theme, and it's double-sided, on this would be like fantastic. So I have no clue if I will be just gluing this onto this or stitching around to hold it on. Since I'm asking the question, can I sew this shit? I probably should sew it down, shouldn't I? I think I should. So we are going to experiment with this stuff. I have a couple of ideas, but who knows? I always can change my mind from the time that I'm sitting here to the 2.5 seconds it takes me to get to my sewing machine. But let's just mosey on over there and get started. So here's the deal. I was hoping I could make this like double thickness. So if I do indeed make a bag, which I think that's the direction I'm going in, it would have been a little stronger. But I only have 30 inches, so even if I were to make it like 10 inches long, I'd need 4 pieces that length. That's 40 inches. And my math education tells me that won't work. So I'm going to take this off. Oh, that's pretty strong stuff. I think one thickness will be fine. The other choice I have is whether or not I want to make like a boxed bottom, and since this is going to be a very simple project, I'm assuming, I think I will go ahead and do that. The other thing is I could make the handle like go up like this as a curve and, you know, and cut out the hole here to make it more of a handle that sticks up, or I can just go ahead and leave it squared off like that and just cut like a rectangle. I could, if I wanted to, reinforce just that part with extra vinyl on the other side. That might be a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to make a tote, boxed bottom, reinforced handle, and I will somehow use at least a couple of these, and I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch them down. Wow, 30 inches is not a lot. It looked like a whole lot more. Look. Hold down the applause. If I want to reinforce up here, I would have to fold this down. That's going to make a tote just way too short. We're just going to make it just this. I don't even have to sew the bottom. Alright, well first let's start by putting it this way. I think I still want the boxy bottom. I don't want to put anything like on the bottom 2 inches. This might be kind of cool. Well, we need the giraffe in honor of April's baby. Now it says I can remove this from the walls, so I probably can take it off this if I need to, but I'm going to go ahead and sew it. Be very, very careful peeling this shit. Whoops. How about right here? Cool beans. And the zebra. Now, can somebody tell me what I'm supposed to do with these extra leaves? I'm not smart enough to figure that out. Well, let's do the other side first. We want the big gorilla. Remember Magilla Gorilla? Was that his name? Remember George of the Jungle? Let's put him like here. Like that. This was not good planning. Can I put him on top of the gorilla a little bit? I can. And him too. Let's do this snake guy. I guess he can go here. Let's just see how this goes to sewing these on before I decide if I'm going to put any of these guys on there. I'm just going to go like around the edges of the animal. I'm not going to be like, you know, doing every little leaf or that. I need the correct glasses. See, I'm not going to bother with the tail. Now I just want to check and see. That looks pretty darn good. Do I really want to go around every leaf? I do not. Ooh, I can do my backwards trick. Or I can just sew backwards. Okay, it seems like the thread is too tight on the top, so I have to loosen my top tension. Okay, now let's go forward. This shit is not as easy to sew as I thought. It really comes in handy to learn how to sew backwards. And I'm doing a terrible job. Now that's not too bad. But yes, I can tell that the top thread was quite tight. We have a broken needle, broken needle. I'm just grabbing any other old needle that I have. I have to switch to needle threading glasses. We're back in business. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it is definitely going to hold this on there better. Next, we're going to do here. I turned what was supposed to be a simple project into something very complicated. We just got this little guy and we're done. Okay, I am not putting on the rest of those leaves. So now we're just going to fold this in half with the right sides together. We're going to sew down each side. And I'm just going to use a straight stitch. This particular like foam backing is very easy to sew on my machine. It's textured and it's like the little teeth just grab right into it and move it right along. Okay, now I want to make sure this is kind of like as flat as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the bottom end. That way if the top is uneven, I can just trim it. Okay, while we're still here, I'm going to make our boxed end. We're going to grab each side of the tote and pull it until the corner makes like a point like this. And then we're just going to sew across like that. I'm going to go like approximately 2 inches. So like right to there, I can mark it with a pin if I want. See, I just measured about 2 inches and I'm going to just sew right across. But you can see I just squished that corner together and I sewed straight across. Let's do the other side. So then you can cut these corners off if you want to, or you can leave them on. We're going to turn this right side out. Let's flip this baby. You could absolutely make a 5-minute bag by not putting all these stickers on there. But I just thought they'd be cute. I just think this is so cute. See, we have a nice little boxy bottom. One side bigger than the other. Okay, this one is much wider than this one. So I can turn this inside out again. Let me show you. I'm going to do it. Where I sewed, I'm going to just sew below it a little bit. And that'll make it even to the other side. My boxy end is much more even. And now we just need to do the handle at the top. So I'm going to just put the top together. It's about 11 inches. So 5.5 is our midpoint. So like there. Do I care about doing this like perfectly straight? I don't know. So let's see. That might have to be a little bit wider. And then I'm just going to move down a little bit and do that again. And now I'm going to cut those off. And we have a handle. I think that's pretty cute. Now I would like the handle to be a little tiny bit sturdier. I could sew that scrap piece on each side. Let's do that. That'll just make it a little bit sturdier. So I'm just going to sew that piece on each side. We're done. Let's go sit and look at this together. I am quite happy to say that we can indeed sew this shit. It works really well under the machine. It just glides. It wasn't sticky like the trash bags that I sewed. For sure, if you want to pick up some of this to try some sewing projects, I'm thinking, I mean, just so many things you can do with this, and it's only $1. Totally skip these guys. If anything, you could always buy like another color of this stuff and cut shapes if you wanted and sew those on. That would be great. Do remember, if you want something a little thicker, you'd want to buy at least 2 rolls. But for Skylar's sake, I'm just happy I put those things on there. I just think it's cute. I can picture her using the duct tape bag for her lunch, and I can picture her using this to maybe put some coloring books or markers when we go for rides. She likes to bring things with her. Or she might use it to carry some soft Beanie Babies, some soft toys in there. I would definitely say that you could make a bag like this in minutes, especially if you don't want to do the boxed off bottom. If you want to just fold that baby in half, sew the sides, cut out a handle, you are done. Done! So that's it for this one. I have more on the way, so please subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye! I will have a Can I Paint This Shit video coming up soon, so please subscribe so you don't miss it. And you can take a look at some of the other videos that I have on my end screen. Thank you so much, and subscribe. Bye!